Well, the captain walks out in the middle now and talking to Atiq. I don't know about what this discussion is because Atiq is going great. You just don't need to stop him from doing anything that he's doing already. There's going to be a change in the bowling as well. And, Atiq, the way he's started, you just let him express the way he's expressing himself. Zishan Durrani is the new bowler. 5 innings, 12 wickets. Economy of 6.4, average of 5.33. He already picked up a 4-wicket haul as well in his 2 overs. Brilliant bowler. And he's a spin bowler, mind you. He might just be a little too much for these 2 batters. As the floating power play has been taken as well. Outside the off stump, swing and a miss, trying to cut it away. It was way fuller than the shot that he tried on that one, Asghar, because the length was full. He needed to play it with a straight bat rather than going back and trying to cut it.
Yeah, Zishan is a wicket taker and it's going to be an interesting battle. Straight away he's into his work, getting that extra bit of purchase off the wicket. Nice bounce. Flighted, but Atiq goes downtown. That's the way to play. Play straight as possible, eye the straight boundaries. You're always having a great chance of connecting.
Absolutely. Connection certainly perfect there. One bounce into the fence once again for Atiq. He has hit some beautiful shots down the ground. Look at that elbow. Reminds me of an Indian batter called Praveen Amre. He used to play for Mumbai as well. And he was a coach, a batting coach for Team India.
Atiq is a stylish player. He's an orthodox player. He enjoys his cricket. He's a very passionate and hard-working guy and plays the spin bowling really well.
This time it's cut away. Beautifully done in the gap. 4 more. There's no stopping Atiq today. He's quickly raised on to 34 of just 10 deliveries. A strike rate of 340. He's taking the game away from the Expendables already in the 3rd over. And that too against a wicket-taking bowler like Zishan. 3 balls, 2 fours, 42 for 1 after 2.3.
He's got to get his length right. He's turning, but that one he dragged it short and Atiq was quickly onto it in a flash and belted it through the covers for 4. Slight mix-up there, but no damage done. Rizwan was looking to get on strike, but good piece of fielding in the covers.
A rare dot ball for the Expendables and a rare dot ball for Atiq. He's played just 2 dot deliveries today. Nicely bowled. Good turn, but in the gap once again. Oh, what a shot. It's a packed offside field. He still gets past that gap somehow and gets it for the boundary for a 4.
Another trademark back foot punch. Very similar to the boundary hit previously. This time slightly towards the left of the cover fielder and the right of the point, bisecting it brilliantly. Atiq is on fire. What innings he's playing.
12 of the first 5 deliveries. Here we go. Beautiful delivery. This was a googly coming in, turning into him, trying to run it down to 3rd man. Atiq trying to be cheeky there. A very promising knock comes to an end and a big wicket for the Expendables. 2nd down.
Terrific stuff there by Zishan Durrani. This time the straighter one going on with the arm and he's chopped it on. He must be really, really disappointed, as you can see from his face, because he was in for a big knock with such a flying start. He was all set, but he played a great innings for Cool Boys. After 3 overs, 46 for 2, Atiq gone for 38 of 13 deliveries.
Fahad Al Hashmi comes into bowl now. 5 innings, 2 wickets, 11.6. A little on the higher side. Average of 58. Very high. Well, he needs to come good for his side today. A very experienced cricketer. Has played for the UAE team as well, just like Adil Farooq did. So, two very experienced players playing in this team for the Expendables. Not in the reckoning for the UAE side anymore though. Medium pace of Fahad Al Hashmi. Up in the air. Somebody needs to get underneath it. Fahad getting underneath himself and taking a good catch. And I think he's hurt himself in the process also. Well, we'll have to wait and watch. I think he didn't see the ball. He was closing his eyes because I think he didn't see the ball. But that's another wicket. Cool boys, after a brilliant start, are falling down like a pack of cards here.
Yeah, that one, he slowed up and it went a mile in the air, and he misjudged it initially. Maybe did not pick it up straight away. But thankfully, Fahad didn't injure himself. It was a tough catch at the end. And Rizwan, the skipper, goes for a first ball duck.
Ali Anwar is the new batter who's going to come out to bat right now. But this is a very good start. Turning into a disaster for Cool Boys here. 3 quick wickets in succession. After scoring 46 brisk runs in just 3 overs, I think you need to give yourself a little bit time. Stay on this wicket just a little bit. And then you can play your shots. And that is what Cool Boys did in the first match. Also, Asghar, when they were about 35 odd runs from the first 5 overs, and they went to 101 in the last 5.
Yeah, the game can change very quickly, but this is the important pair. With the experience of Ali Anwar and Zaman Atari, I'm sure they're going to pace it. They're going to reassess it. For 1 or 2 overs, just play normal cricketing shots and build another partnership.
Back of the hand, slower delivery, full. Played towards Captain Adil Farooq, who's going to come in and field it. Only a single on the cards there. 2 new batters at the crease now. And they will have to rebuild this innings altogether.
Zaman Atari in early again. He's a terrific player as well for Cool Boys. Straight away, he goes downtown. Wow, 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 wow. This is form does to you. When you are in great nick, there's no hesitation. The ball is in his slot and he goes big over long off for a magnificent 6.
These two had a great partnership in the last game as well. This was full, this was there to be hit, but you still have to hit it as a batter. And hit he did, certainly. Beautiful shot. Clean as a whistle. Downtown, and that's 50 up in just the 4th over for Cool Boys. 53 for 3 after 3.3. Zaman Atari, man of the match in the last game, starting with a 6 first ball.
Yeah, Atari is a big 6 hitter, especially against the spinners, the medium pacers. And he's looking really positive. Outside off stump. And it's a wide ball.
And not a great ball to follow after that 6. I think the effort was just to keep away from his swinging arc. This is into the stumps. This time it was the other slower delivery. From the front of the hand, bowled like an off spinner. And only a single towards long off this time around. 55 for 3 after 3.4. Things still looking very good for Cool Boys. And they're playing with a different game plan altogether in this game compared to the last game.
Yeah, Atiq has really got them off to a terrific start. And when you get ahead of the rate so early in the game, it really allows you to set up a score of around 130. They must be eyeing 130. They're already 56 in the 4th over.
Still a decent over coming in from Fahad Al Hashmi. Wicket first ball. And then 10 runs coming off it in the next 5 deliveries, including a wide. Oh, full toss, missing out on it. Zaman Atari missing out on a juicy, high full toss. It was knee-high, the easiest of those full tosses to hit. And it dipped just a little bit, that is what he's saying there. But I think he tried to hit it just a little too hard. Nonetheless, 4 overs gone. Cool Boys still looking good. 56 for 3. Idris is the new bowler who's going to come into bowl now. Idris Muhammad. This is his second innings. 1 wicket economy, very high, 16.5. Needs to keep it down today.
Ali Anwar goes downtown for one. That's the risk, you know. Sometimes the left arm spinner against the left hander. These modern day cricket, the matchups, they are very important. And for a ball coming back into you, it's far easier for any batsman to really take him down. So Ali Anwar will be looking to target the left arm spinner Idris.
Asghar, I believe the matchups are really overrated these days. You know, the analysts need their jobs, obviously. And sometimes matchups work. But the way they are used at every single matchup, I think they are being overused in the meanwhile. Beautiful delivery. In the arc, it was there in the arc for Zaman Atari. But the fact is that it produced some bounce off the wicket. Look at that. Look at that bounce. Way over middle stump. Normally, in the UAE, this kind of delivery would have gone and crashed in the middle stump.
Yeah, bounce saved Atari as well on that occasion. Flighted. This time he's looking to go extra cover. Straight to the squarish point fielder. He holds out Zaman Atari, and that's a big wicket for Expendables. Because after a flying start, slowly they are pegging things back. Full toss, straight to cover.
Well, yeah, good catch as well. It was a full toss. It was a poor delivery. It was there to be hit. Zaman Atari, man of the match in the last game, just could not hit it over that fielder. Another big wicket. After a brilliant start, they're losing wickets. I've used this term day in, day out today, like a pack of cards. But that's the only way to explain how wickets have been going down. 57 for 4 after 4.3.
Yeah, that was a big wicket. Because to break this partnership was very important for Expendables, because Ali Anwar and Atari and could have taken the game to another level. But here comes another dangerous player, Hamid Nawaz Gondal. He knows only one way to play. He is also a big six hitter, strong built, powerful guy, and he will be looking to relish this opportunity. Last game, he couldn't got much deliveries in to bat. Look at his strike rate, 196. Facing up to Idris.
Played down the ground, long on in position there. Straight to him. Only a single, but a big shot. And from the middle of the bat as well. A good over nonetheless by Idris. After a quick flurry of runs in the first 3 overs, they've cooled things down just a little bit against the cool boys, the Expendables. They've given away just 2 runs and picked up a wicket in this particular over. Here we go again.
Ali Anwar heaves it away over long on for a magnificent 6. That was I was talking about, that he's going to eye that side against the left arm spinner, and Ali Anwar has deposited that one way back into deep mid wicket boundary for a magnificent 6.
Well, I was saying matchups are overrated. Ali Asghar is out there to prove me wrong. Because this is a matchup that he has won convincingly on that delivery. This is outside the off stump, turning into him. And a dot ball to end the over. Still a good over coming in for the Expendables. Just 8 from it. And in the meanwhile, there's going to be a change in the combox. Mudassir Ali is going to replace Asghar Khan. And of course, it's 5 overs gone. 64 for 4. The next voice you're going to listen with me is going to be Mudassir Ali's.
Good evening and thanks a lot, Faizan Bhai. And talking about the bowling, here comes in the captain, Adil Farooq. Right arm, gentle, medium pace. The wickets column, which is hurting Cool Boys, though they have managed to get 65 on board. 5 innings, 4 wickets to his name.
This is up in the air, not time to perfection. Somebody is going to get underneath. It's going to fall in no man's land, unfortunately. I think there was no intent for the fielder to come in and take that catch, and Adil Farooq knows that. He's not happy with the fielder down at long on. Not pleased, the captain. It was an easy take. I think he might not have seen that in the night sky. Sometimes it's very difficult to spot the ball in the night sky. We saw Fadil Hashmi, pointing out at a catch that he took, that he didn't see it just at the last moment. He closed his eyes, moved his face away, and just grabbed it at it somehow. Mudassir. So sometimes it's very difficult to spot the ball in the night sky. That is possibly what happened there over the long on fielder.
Definitely, and a good start by Adil Farooq. Just lost the ball in the light. The fielder, the long on. Right and left hand combination in the middle for Cool Boys. It's Ali Anwar on strike. Brilliantly bowled this time. Just coming into the left hand batter. A bit sluggish in the field. Danish, couple of runs has been added to the total.
Yeah, that was a very ordinary piece of fielding there by Danish. The young man just couldn't bend down in time, and when he bent down, he just didn't pick it up and throw it. So easy 2 runs there for Ali Anwar. 67 for 4. Runs is not a problem. The wicket column is for Cool Boys. They've lost too many wickets, in fact, if you ask me. Adil Farooq trying to pull things back with his bowling, and Fahad Al-Hashmi's as well. Because in the last 2-3 overs, his runs haven't come in as fluently as they were coming in the first 3 overs, where they had scored 46 runs but lost 3 wickets. In the meanwhile, the next one wide outside the off stump. The umpire doesn't give it wide this time around, and I think it's a fair call. It was touch and go, and sometimes the batter isn't happy about these things, but look at that. Yeah, I think it was not a wide. Very good call by the umpire there.
Experience of Adil Farooq coming into play in his bowling. So far, 3 runs in 3 deliveries. This time it was a fuller length delivery, and a poor piece of fielding continues for the Expendables. It was straight towards Furqan, messing up, and a boundary has been conceded.
I think Expendables took their name in a wrong way. They think runs are expendable here, which is not the case. Poor bit of fielding. Very, very ordinary fielding. Oh, look at the technique. Even a 10-year-old boy would have a better technique here.
I would say even the Thakur of Sholay could have stopped that.
This time it's a wide, and this time the keeper misses it. But it's not going to be more than one wide. That means 2 runs added in the total. The over that started really well for Adil Farooq is turning out to be a nightmare here now. Because 4 balls, he's given away 9 runs. He let go of the ball very early, in fact. Opened his fingers really too early, actually. And that is why just could not control the line of the delivery. He's going to come into bowl over the wicket to the right-handed Hamid Nawaz now. It's 73 for 4 after 5.4. Here we go for the 5th ball of the over.
Slower delivery. This time trying to heave towards the long on, just a single. Mixing with the variations and pace. Adil Farooq talking about the Expendables. They're struggling with the injuries. Most of the players, as we can see, the man behind the stumps, the wicket keeper, not at all fit.
Well slogged this time around. And only a single to end the over. It's 75 for 4 after 6 overs. Hamid Nawaz on 3 of 3. Ali Anwar looking good, 16 of 9.
लेफ्टी है अंदर आएगा शाविक प्रतीक के पास नहीं जाने देना
Well, Vikram comes in to bowl the next over, the 7th over of the innings. They've pulled back things just a little bit, the Expendables. And this one is down the leg side. That's a poor ball. There's no fine leg, no square leg. This is easy pickings for a man of Ali Anwar's class. That's 4 more.
A poor delivery drifting towards the legs. And nicely played into the vacant area by Ali Anwar. Slowly the runs started to come for Cool Boys. Anwar moves to 20 of 10 deliveries. 79 for 4.
Dug in short, hammered towards mid-wicket. There's a fielder there, unfortunately for Ali Anwar, but he hit that beautifully from the middle of the bat. Would be disappointed that didn't get a 4 because it was a very nice looking shot. Anwar Ali quickly, Ali Anwar maaf kijiye, excuse me, is on 21 of 11 deliveries. 80 for 4 after 6.2. And you know, after a big long day, sometimes Urdu slips out of tongue.
That's Faizan Khan for you, always entertaining us. And Hamid Nawaz on strike. Shorter delivery on the back foot. And once again in the vacant area towards the mid-wicket. First boundary from the blade of Hamid Nawaz.
Hamid hammered it. Nicely played. Not exactly from the middle of the bat, but certainly good enough to actually reach the fence. 1 bounce 4. There's no stopping Cool Boys. Vikram has started in a very expensive fashion. Given away 9 runs in his first 3 deliveries. Oh, trying to go big. Just trying to hit it a little too hard. Staying on the back foot, not a great idea. Had he stretched his front foot and tried to hit it straight down the ground, would have been a better option. A dot ball, a rare dot ball, mind you, for Cool Boys.
This time it was Fuller outside the off stump and sent over the long off for first maximum from the blade of Hamid Nawaz.
Good shot. Super shot. Extra cover. No stopping that one. Sent it packing into the night sky for another 6. Cool Boys looking threatening. 6.5 gone, 90 for 4.
This time it was all about timing from Hamid Nawaz. Struggle continues for the bowlers. Vikram bit expensive, giving away 15 runs. One more delivery. This time it was on the off stump. Cracking shot, well fielded by Fahad Al-Hashmi. So just a single. With that singles, over number 7 comes to an end. 91 for 4.
That's the bowling card for you. 7 bowlers used already. Danish Haider, 1 over 19 runs. Furqan Shafi, 1 over 15 runs. Zishan Durrani was decent, 1 over 12 runs. Fahad Al-Hashmi was brilliant, 1 over 10 runs picking up a wicket. Idris Mohammad, 1 over 8 runs picking up a wicket. Adil Farooq was unlucky, 1 over 11 runs. And Vikram Nayak, very expensive, 1 over 16 runs. So a lot of bowling options here for the next 5 overs for the Expendables. They might bowl in Zishan Durrani for an over, Fahad Al Hashmi for another one, and Adil Farooq might just bowl another one as well. Vikram bowled the last over. As I said, Adil Farooq is going to be finishing his spell with this next over, which is going to be the 8th of the innings. It's 91 for 4 after 7. In comes Adil Farooq for his next over.
Nicely bowled, trusting those slower deliveries. Back of the hand, the cutters coming in from Adil Farooq. Hamid Nawaz, this time just a single. Bit tired here, fielders of the Expendables. Definitely they'll be eyeing to cross that 120 mark. Still 17 deliveries, legal deliveries left in this innings. Ali Anwar on strike. Slower delivery, nicely guided towards the vacant area of third man. The ball racing towards the fence. Yet another boundary from the blade of Ali Anwar.
Well, beautifully played. Waited for it, let it come. Third man was inside the circle. He saw the opportunity and made the most of it. That's good batting from Ali Anwar. Brilliant stuff. Runs still leaking from the Expendables. They've tried everything to plug the flow of runs. They've picked up wickets at regular intervals. Still, runs have been flowing in. 96 for 4 now after 7.2 overs. Ali Anwar on 25 of 12 on strike. Edged in the air over third man. The third man won't be able to stop it. Unfortunately, it's going to be another boundary.
Taking his chances here, Ali Anwar. Back-to-back boundaries. This time a slower delivery. Width offered. Saw that opportunity and went after the ball. Getting the thick bottom edge and ball racing towards the third man. Runs are flowing for Cool Boys. 100 up with that boundary. 100 for 4 Cool Boys. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Waited and waited. Deposited over the side screen for yet another maximum.
Beautiful shot. This was a poor delivery. It was full. It was under the bat. It was there to be hit and hit it out of the park. Somebody had to fetch it from way beyond the ground. They're waiting for the ball to arrive. And Ali Anwar is doing what Zaman Attari did in the first match for them. Brilliant knock coming in from Ali Anwar. 35 of just 14 deliveries. Great stuff.
The bat deep in this lineup. The Cool Boys. This time driven towards the extra cover. Nicely fielded. Just a single. And look at that effort by the wicket keeper. Not at all happy. A single has been added. They're cruising towards that 120 mark. Cool Boys.
Well, they might even get to 135 if they keep playing like this. 16 runs off this over already. 1 ball remaining. Hamid Nawaz is going to be on strike. He's trying to hit it hard. Hasn't got the result as much. Going hard down the ground once again. Somebody please don't misfield it. Yeah. A couple of fumbles, but fielded well eventually. That's the end of the over. 17 from it. 8 overs gone. 108 for 4. Cool Boys are gearing up for a big total here.
इधर आएंगे बॉयज आदिल भाई पीछे जाएंगे इधर पीछे जाएंगे अंदर आएंगे चाहिए सी
To bowl the ninth over, it's Zishan Durrani.
एक और अंदर
He bowled brilliantly in the previous match, picking up 4 wickets and scoring some crucial runs for his team.
जैसी ले ले खुद ले ले
Played down the ground, crashing the stumps. An appeal coming in from Zishan Durrani, but I think it's all in fun because I don't think Zishan Durrani touched the ball on the way. Yeah, some fun going on between the boys. Good to see. Always good to see. He's a brilliant bowler, Zishan Durrani, mind you. And before this game, he has a brilliant economy rate as well of just 5.5. So he needs to come good in this particular over. Long hop, hit hard, hit out of the park for another big one. Maximum.
Shorter delivery on the back foot. Hamid Nawaz sent it over mid-wicket. Runs are coming. No time for cool boys. 114 for 4. Zishan Durrani looking for that breakthrough.
This one is up in the air and dropped. Oh my goodness me. That's, I think, Danish. That's Furqan rather. Dropping an easy catch. It's as simple as they come. It was a good ball. A mistimed shot. Zishan almost got a wicket there. Poor stuff coming in from the Expendables.
This time the culprit was Furqan Shafi. Earlier, couple of overs back, he has misfielded and his team costed by the 4 runs, and this time a catch has been put down. Brilliant pickup shot by Ali Anwar. This time going towards the mid-wicket region, and he loves to play his shots in that region.
What a good looking shot. Slog sweep. Left-hander doing it. Always looks very elegant and good. 121 already on the board. 616 in this particular over. 13 runs from the over already. Still 8 more balls to go in this innings. They can do some damage here, cool boys. And Ali Anwar can quickly reach to his 50 as well. He's 42 of just 16 deliveries. Going all guns blazing. Hamid Nawaz is looking good now as well. 23 of 12. And what a partnership this is turning out to be for the cool boys. The partnership that's super cool for them.
A brilliant partnership between Ali Anwar and Hamid Nawaz, and we were talking about 120, 130. Who knows, they might cross the 140 mark as well. They have 8 legal deliveries left. Couple of more maximums, and they can reach that 140 mark.
This ball has taken a lot of stake, and I think the umpires are going to change the ball now. Certainly a lot of big ones we've seen, a lot of fours downtown, a lot of hitting from the middle of the bat. There is a need to change the ball. The umpire is checking for another ball, matching the condition of this same delivery. And he has decided on one, and we can continue on with the 5th ball of the 9th over. 121 for 4. Big score from Cool Boys.
I feel pity for the Expendables. Some big names are missing because of injury. Ramesh Shehzad, the Imran Sheikh not available. The fast left arm quick bowler Ayaz misses out, and they are struggling. Zishan a bit expensive tonight. 25 runs coming down the track. Brilliantly bowled by Zishan Durrani.
I don't know why he didn't for a run for a single there, or did he eventually? I think he did eventually. It was on the pad, missing the leg stump. First he said no, then he thought it was going beyond the wicketkeeper's reach and went for a single there. So a leg bye given by the umpire nonetheless. 122 on the board. Zishan has bowled pretty well, minus those 2 sixes in this particular over. Oh, look at the bounce and the turn. Wide given by the umpire. Doesn't please the bowler, but I think it was a wide. It just turned a little too much, became unplayable, and those kind of deliveries are given wides on international level as well.
Not happy with the decision, but right decision being made by the umpire. This time going for that reverse shot, completely misses. So the over ends with the dot delivery. 9 gone, 123 for 4.
कौन आ रहा है ये ले 1 2 3 123 पीछे जाएंगे यहाँ से ले लो फात भाई यहाँ पे तो इधर फादी
Last over of the innings. Ali Anwar on 42 of 17. He would want to get to the 50 mark. And there goes a big shot. Oh, what a shot that was. All wrists coming in from Ali Anwar. Hitting it from the middle of the bat. He enjoyed it. Certainly did. 48 of 18 now. And Cool Boys, a massive 129 for 4.
This time the wrist coming into play for Ali Anwar. And look at that effort from Zishan Durrani. Had he been on the ropes, there might be a chance.
And again, same result. And 50 up for Ali Anwar. He's on 54 of just 19 deliveries. What a knock coming in from him. And Cool Boys, look at that total. 135 for 4. Still 4 more balls to go.
This was the due from Ali Anwar. Back in form with that maximum reaches is 50. Brilliant timing by the left-hand batter Ali Anwar.
And the good thing about his knock is he's trying to hit it downtown, straight down the ground. This one is on the legs, clipped away, straight to fielder. And finally a catch taken by the Expendables. And this is the 5th wicket down with 135 on the board. Ali Anwar departs, but after doing his job, 54 of 20 deliveries, he walks back, and Cool Boys are looking all cool on 135 for 5 after 9.3.
A very poor delivery, but able to fetch the wicket. Fahad Al-Hashmi. Well, judge catch taken in the deep by Danish Haider. Walks back Ali Anwar after making 54 of 20 deliveries with the help of 4 fours and 5 maximum. 135 for 5.
Mustafa is the new batter, tries to heave it and misses it completely. And a single, I think a bye. It hit the keeper on the helmet. The umpire is talking, looking at the helmet. This is very important nowadays to actually go talk to the person being hit on the helmet. Check his helmet that it's not damaged. Asking him a few questions as well. What's your name? How many fingers are these? Some basic questions like that. So that they know that there's no concussion problem. Played down the ground. Long off will come into play. And only a single this time around. Releasing the ball really quickly from his knees. So this is turning out to be a decent over coming in for the Expendables. They've kept them relatively quiet after those 2 sixes. 14 runs of the over already. Last ball to go. Here we go. And a wicket for Fahad to finish off things. It's 137 for 6 now. After 10 overs, Fahad picking up his third, giving away 24 runs in his 2 overs. This is a good pullback job, I would say, in the last over from the Expendables, giving away just 14 runs. Well, I'm saying just 14 runs because they were giving away more than that in the previous overs. Mustafa departs and the first inning finishes on 137 for 6 after 10 overs.
Good comeback by Fahad Al Hashmi in the final over, getting those 2 wickets, especially of Ali Anwar. And at the end, the Cool Boys managed 137 in their allotted 10 overs.
Well, this is, the fourth game of the day that I'm doing in terms of commentary. I covered the World Cup game as well. 137, the third time being made today. One, Pakistan made it. Second, we saw it in the second game of today's X10. And 137 in this game as well.
And talking about the Cool Boys batting, it was dominated by Ali Anwar, and the bowling, 7 bowlers have been used by Adil Farooq. The pick of the bowler was Fahad Al Hashmi, 2 overs, 24 and 3 wickets to his name, and wicket each for Furqan, Shafiz, Zishan Durrani and Idris Muhammad.
So there we are, the highlights of the game. A lot of great shots from Atiq up front. That was the first ball 6. He dug into Danish in that very first over, getting 18 runs of that over from Danish, and got wrapped on the pads there, Charit. That was how the first wicket fell. This is how the second wicket fell. Atiq was looking really dangerous but lost his wicket. And then there was a flurry of wickets. 3 wickets fell in quick succession. Fahad Al Hashmi came out and picked up a cotton bowl. Then there were some fireworks coming in from Hamid and Ali Anwar, and a brilliant partnership from them. Eventually, Zaman departed, and after that it was all Ali Anwar and Hamid coming in and taking this total to 137 for 6 after 10 overs. Some good shots outside the off stump, some good shots down the ground. This was special from Ali Anwar. And again, Hamid got into the action as well. Look at that slog sweep in the last slog overs. And there was again brilliant, using his wrists to perfection. Ali Anwar, this is how he got out eventually on 54 of just 20 deliveries. Brilliant knock from him. And that's how the things folded in the first innings on that last ball by Fahad Al Hashmi. The Expendables need 138 runs to win of just 60 deliveries, going at 13.8 runs per over. We're going to be going into a break and be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back for the second innings here. It's Expendables that are gonna catch up with the cool boys, or at least try to catch up with a massive total of 137. This is how the scorecard looked like. Atiq started really well, 38 of just 13 deliveries. Charit just couldn't get going, 6 of 5. Rizwan came in, Rizwan got out on the very first delivery. But after that, it was Ali Anwar who took his team's total to 137 for 6 along with Hamid. This is how the bowling panned out. Nothing that stands out, minus those 3 wicket figures for Fahad Al Hashmi, although he was expensive as well, given away runs at 12 runs per over. All of them went beyond 12, but Idris Mohammed bowled just 1 over and gave away 8 runs, picking up 1 wicket. So 7 bowlers in fact used by the Expendables, and still could not stop the cool boys from getting to 137, which is going to turn out to be a massive total here. Expendables coming out to bat now, and they will have to start really, really well to make a mark in this particular game. Well, joining me in the comm box is Asghar Khan.
Thank you very much. It's a big ask, as you said, that 138 is the target on a slowish Vian center wicket. It's going to be a big ask, but they will definitely try to get off to a flyer to make a match out of it.
First ball hit with immense power actually, but down towards mid-wicket. There's a fielder placed for exactly that shot. Went straight to him. Only a single. It's a good idea to actually start with a slow left-arm spinner, because we've seen all throughout the day that the wicket has been turning, gripping, holding as Adil Farooq is making his mark. Hasn't scored all that many runs. Very experienced campaigner. Burhanuddin Sabir continues outside the off stump, way outside the off stump. In fact, wide call by the umpire. So keeping it away from the batter, Burhan. Well, that might just turn out to be a good idea for him. Very, very slow off the wicket. It was bowled slow. It came to Adil Farooq really, really slow. Into the shot really early, and even he was surprised by the slowness of the wicket and the delivery. That might have been bowled at around 50 kilometers per hour there, Asghar.
Really slowing it up. Really slowing it up. Another nicely tossed up delivery. And the fielders are in place. It's long on and deep mid wicket. So Burhanuddin is very experienced, and he's looking to really slow it up, make it difficult for the batsmen.
Junzeb Isar is on the other end. He's on 2 of 2. Adil Farooq is going to take strike once again. Outside the off stump, and this time he got into position quickly and hit it over extra cover. 1 bounce into the fence for 4. Nicely done by Adil Farooq.
Beautifully played off the back foot. He exactly read the bowler's mind and the psyche, and he was slowing it up, so he waited on the back foot and almost powered it off the back foot over covers for a very good boundary.
Decent start for the Expendables here. 4 balls, 8 runs. They need to go at 13.8 runs and over to get to the total. Well, will they be able to do that? Time will tell us. But the fact is, they needed a good start. They've got a good start. They need to capitalize on it. Some camaraderie between the keeper and Adil Farooq, the captain of Expendables. I think they're waiting for the ball to come back. They're still waiting. There's a break that is going on right now. And Isar, the partner, comes in to talk to his captain here. Intent, positive intent, Asghar, is the key. Getting close to 137. I'm saying close to 137 because it is going to be massively difficult to actually overhaul the target of 138. You'll have to play out of your skins actually to get to that.
They got to keep going. They don't have any other choice, and they hope that someone plays a blinder, like someone like Ali Anwar's knock, and at the top of the way Atiq played. 2 batsmen, they need those real flurry of boundaries from 2 of them. It could be anyone, but first of all, they need a decent start to set up the game.
Absolutely. More than decent, I would call. They need to at least go at around 15 runs and over up front in the first 3-4 overs so that they can make a mark in this particular game. Another slow delivery and another great looking shot through the packed offside field. This time all along the carpet, waiting for it, just waiting for it and hitting it beautifully right from the meat of the bat. The slowness of Burhanuddin has gone against him. Isar loved that shot from his captain. Another 4.
Really summed up beautifully by you, the way the batsman is reading him. Now I think he need to push it through because he's waiting on the back foot. So something goes on with the arm because Adil Farooq has really got his measure.
This time in the air, the result is going to be the same. Back-to-back boundaries coming in from Adil Farooq, making room, had the time, all the time in the world. I was saying they need to start going at around 15 runs and over. They did one better, 16 runs in the over. Good going, Adil Farooq. Junzeb Isar is going to be on strike now for the next over. Mustafa is going to come into bowl. He bowled pretty well in the last game that the Cool Boys played, which was the first game of the evening. And the Cool Boys winning it as well. We saw them exploiting this wicket very nicely with their slow bowlers in the first match, Asghar.
Yeah, Mustafa is a clever customer and he bowls all sorts of deliveries and uses the conditions. In the first game he bowled really well and he's bowling to Junzeb.
Junzeb bouncing down the wicket, head falling over, eyes closing, possibly.
Great length once again. This is the length on this wicket and he's reading the batsman's mind. Now he's got all the toys. Now he's going to mix it up with slow delivery or maybe possibly a Yorker.
Certainly, Junzeb needs to sit back and try to play him off the wicket from the crease. Short ball, pulled away, nicely done, into the gap. That is what I was talking about. Wait for it. Let it come to you. Play it late. Hit it in the gap. 4 more for Expendables. 20 without loss now.
This is a good start. And it was short and drifting onto the leg side. This time, Junzeb holded his ground and got into a very nice position and swiveled half pull shot for 4, bit like the West Indians style, although he didn't got his leg up like the Caribbeans do.
Absolutely. Viv Richards was a great exploit of this particular shot. Well spotted, Asghar. Full points to you.
Thanks, mate. Really enjoying my time here in the commentary box and with wonderful people and some great broadcasting work and camera work done by the team. And watching T10 cricket is fascinating. It's interesting battle going on. Mustafa, this time the outside edge, straight to third man. Again, he's looking to play across the line, gets the outside edge. He bowls the heavy ball. He reminds me of someone like, you know, Abdur Razak, who hits the deck hard in his early days and get that extra bit of bounce.
Yeah, he is skiddy. For a man of his stature, of his physique, he's pretty skiddy, Mustafa, and that is why it's difficult to get off him. Adil Farooq late on that shot, trying to make some room, hit it over extra cover. Just couldn't get the pace right of that delivery. But I think the intent is clear from Adil Farooq. He's not going to sit around. He's going to play his shot, express himself. He's on 13 of 5. It's a good start for Expendables. 21 without loss.
That's the way to go, but he needs to make a slight adjustment because in the first over he was playing a left arm spinner sitting back here. Mustafa is skitty. He needs to get into some good positions, power positions to really go after it. Oh, whether it's inside edge or completely misses, we have to wait for the signal from the umpire.
I think it's been given 4. So inside edge coming in for Adil Farooq there. Look at that again. Skiddy. Very skiddy. He was late on the shot once again. The keeper misses it. It was a difficult chance, mind you, for the keeper if there was an inside edge there. And in fact, the scoreboard hasn't changed as of now. Look at that again. I'm not really sure whether there was an inside edge there or not, but the umpire clearly signaled 4. Did he say 4 buys? He did, I think. This is up in the air. There's a fielder coming underneath. Adil Farooq goes. This is good stuff from Cool Boys. And Cool Boys have shown how cool they are in the field. In the first game, they continue with some great fielding in the second game as well. This was the wicket they wanted. This is the wicket they've got.
Again, hitting the deck hard, getting that extra bit of lift off the surface, and Adil Farooq was staying back, and that's a very well judged catch by Tareen. School boys, they are on top at the moment. 25 for 1. Adil Farooq goes for an entertaining 13 of 7 deliveries. It's 25 for 1 after 2 overs.
Fadil Hashmi is the new batter who's coming out to bat now. And in fact, calling for a cap rather than a helmet, because I think it's going to be a slow bowler who's going to be bowling into the next over. Reminds me of, you were talking about Caribbean players. He reminds me of Caribbean players as well. Strongly built. Look at those arms. As big as my thigh.
Terrific guy. And very passionate about his cricket. Former international fast bowler, but these days really enjoys himself. Terrifically built. If he hits the ball, there's stay hit. Watch out. But he's up against a very fine bowler, Avas Jr., the left arm spinner.
This is up in the air again, not timed again, but falling in no man's land this time around over extra cover. Long off comes and cuts it off. It's only a single for Isar this time around. That brings Fahad Al-Hashmi onto the strike. Talking about Avas Jr., he was brilliant in the first game as well. Bowled some very good overs, bowled some very good dot deliveries. He's going to be bowling around the wicket to Fahad Al-Hashmi, and a beauty, a Jaffa, beating him all ends up. Outside the off stump, coming in with the arm, turning, just leaving the outside edge of the bat. Brilliant stuff coming in from Avas Jr.
Terrific delivery. Terrific delivery. It's shaped to came back in, but once it pitched, it's just left Fahad Al-Hashmi. He's having another slog at him over mid-wicket, but he's turning long way. It's not easy when you walk in early. There you see drift and spin.
Well, there's a little bit of Kieran Pollard about him, Fahad Al-Hashmi. And Avas Jr. just pulling out at the last moment because Fahad possibly wasn't ready. Fahad Al-Hashmi, 0 of 2, trying to hit every ball out of the park. He hits this one, oh, powerfully muscled, one bounce into the square leg fence. There was a fielder there at square leg. He could barely move. 4.
That was a drag down, Avas. Got his length wrong, but look at the power, man. Whoa. That is terrific power on exhibition here by Fahad Al-Hashmi. Expendable need Fahad Al-Hashmi to really get going and make it really interesting. Go straight! And couldn't time it. I believe it hit the bottom of the bat. Otherwise, if he got anywhere near the middle of the bat, it have sailed over the long on boundary for a 6. Avas Jr. Bowling to Janzeb. Oh my words. Look at that spin and bounce. Terrific over by Vas Jr. And after 3 overs, it's 31 for 1.
Rios 31.
Look at the scorecard. Junzab, 8 of 7, still there. Fahad Al Hashmi has come out at the fall of Adil Farooq, and he's on 5 of 4. They need a lot of runs here. 138 of them. 3 overs gone. It's a decent start for the Expendables, although a very good over coming in from OS Jr. And the Kairan Pollard look-alike. Fahad Al Hashmi on strike now. 5 of 4 deliveries. Played down the ground. Muscled every single time. The ball makes a contact with the bat. It goes distance, some distance. Couple of runs added. It's 33 for 3 after 3.1.
Cool boys are really mixing things up. Now Zaman Atari come into the attack. He's a clever off spinner with plenty of variations. Bowling to Fahad Al Hashmi. Here comes Zaman Atari. Hits it hard down the ground but couldn't find the middle. High up on the bat. Just be one.
He doesn't like the bat. He's calling for another bat for Fahad Al Hashmi. Well, maybe the kind of guy that he is, he needs a pole, not a bat. He's such a big guy. Junzab, Isar on strike, dancing down the wicket, completely mistiming it. This is turning out to be a good over from Zaman Atari. A quick single though. Good running between the wickets there by the big man Fahad Al Hashmi. He's going to be on strike once again. Although he was complaining about the bat, he hasn't changed the bat though.
Maybe he thought that the bat is okay. just need to find the center. This time he hits it hard. The fielder has some work to do, but no chance. And there's a 4 between square leg boundary and mid wicket. Muscled away for 4.
Yeah, that's the correct word. Muscled away. Powerfully done. 2 fielders waiting on the leg side. One on mid wicket, the other one square leg. Completely, beautifully bisecting them. Well, the dissection of the field that he's done there, you might not have done that in a science class to a frog.
Zaman Atari knows it. That he's up against a strong guy. If he misses his length, it's going to go a long way round the wicket. This time he goes all the way. This is terrific stuff from Fahad Al Hashmi. Zaman Atari coming round the wicket and falling into the lap of Fahad Al Hashmi, and that's 6.
What a shot. He doesn't even need a full stretch of arms to hit that one. It was again a short arm jab kind of a thing down the ground. Beautifully done by Fahad Al Hashmi. Well, the scoreboard, I think, is making a mistake here. The runs have been added to Junzab. They should be added to Fahad Al Hashmi. What a shot down the ground. And another one. Oh, man. Wow, that was massive. It's entertaining to say the least. Coming in from Fahad Al Hashmi. Another short arm jab. Another result that goes his way. 6 more.
That's why I can see the little bit of worrying look on Zaman Atari's face when he was bowling to him. He knew that if he errors on length, that is gigantic. Magnificent shot again. This is providing some wonderful entertainment.
West Junior comes into bowl the next over. Reverse swept. Nicely done. Good contact from the bat. Good bit of footwork. Well, the fielder can participate in the FIFA World Cup. That's coming up on the 20th. Nicely done. Couple of runs added to the total. That takes the score beyond 50 now. 4.1 overs gone. And it's 53 for 1 here.
Cool boys are looking to break this partnership and especially look to pick up Fadil Hashmi. That's the reason I believe they are continuing with Avas Jr. and Junzeb is struggling to play the orthodox shot, and that occasion he went the other way around.
Big heave, not timing it at all this time, Junzab. And it's played towards square leg. Good bit of fielding. Cool boys have been very good in the field, in fact, in the first game as well. That brings the Kyron Pollard lookalike onto the strike. Not just a lookalike. Hits those out of the park just like Kyron Pollard does. Fadil Hashmi, 24 of 9 deliveries. A very entertaining knock coming in from him. Making room, missing it completely. I think he made a little too much room there.
Yeah, Fadil Hashmi needs to stay in line because on that occasion he backed away a little bit too much. He's looking to target straight. Oh, he's spinning long way. Beautifully bowled by Avas Jr. Although it's a wide ball, but he is really, playing with the psyche of Fad. He knows what Fad is looking to smash him, slowing it up, great length, spin, bounce.
And again, swing and a miss. 3 in a row, in fact, for Fahad Al-Hashmi. But this is how he plays. If it's in the arc, it's going to go out of the park. And if the bowler is as clever as West Jr., he can actually make those big shots difficult for someone like Fahad Al-Hashmi. Nicely bowled by West. Only 4 runs in this particular over. Pressure building on the Expendables here. 4.4 overs gone. 55 for 1. And another one. It's like an action replay 4 times in a row.
Terrific bowling by this young left-arm spinner, Avas Jr. It takes a lot of courage, but cool boys are idly looking to break this partnership because if Fahad Al-Hashmi stays there, they may have a sniff.
Absolutely. And again, trying to slog it. He has been trying to slog it for the last 4 deliveries as well. Quick running between the wickets. And only a single this time around. That ends a very good over from West Jr. He's given away just 10 runs in a high-scoring game. And 11 runs, in fact, with that single. 5 overs gone, 56 for 1. There's going to be a change in the comm box. Mudassar Ali is going to replace me in the comm box. And I'll see you for the presentation.
After 5 overs, it's 56 for 1. And Fahad Al-Hashmi providing some entertainment. Alongside me is Mudassar Ali coming back into the commentary box. How you sum up this situation from here onwards? Expendable needs some big overs.
Thanks a lot, Asghar, and it's a tough task, I would say. But nothing is impossible. You need to keep on trying. Couple of good overs, they are in the game. 30 deliveries, around 82 runs needed. Fahad Al-Hashmi batting beautifully on 25 of 13 deliveries. Junzeb Isar needs to fire.
A bowling change and Hamid Nawaz Gondal comes in. This time again he's trying to hit it hard, but only finds the inside edge part of the bat. Just one.
It's good to see all these veterans of this game, very passionate, still fit, I would say, Fahad Al-Hashmi. Junzeb Isar on strike, making room for himself, goes straight, and bit of footwork by Hamid Nawaz. Dot delivery.
Every dot here in this format is just like gold because it's such a cruel game. And 10 overs, batsmen are going hard at you. Every dot ball is absolute gold.
Rightly said, with every dot ball that required run rate creeping up. They're checking that ball. And they want to change this. And they're talking about Fahad Al Hashmi. A couple of years back, he retired from the international level, and good to see back showing his talent, and what a fantastic all-rounder he has been for UAE cricket. He served this nation for almost 10 years and has been a part of 2015 World Cup squad, which has travelled to Australia.
Terrific fast bowler and a very hard-hitting batsman, and a terrific guy as well. Now he does his coaching and he's transfer his talent and skills to the younger generation, and he's playing a huge part in UAE cricket and development of cricket for the youngsters, and still, you know, coming out here enjoying himself and having a ball, and he's looking to hit at least 5 or 6 more sixes.
So Junze Bisar on strike, making room for himself, but story so far for Junzeb is struggling to connect the ball properly. Just as singles have been managed by Junze Bisar. Couple of boundaries, but it's 12 balls, 13 runs.
Junzeb is struggling, and this pitch and the lack of pace is not helping his cause. He's trying to hit the ball hard. He's trying his best, but not finding the middle. This is one of those days in this game where sometimes things don't go according to you.
It has been a brilliant bowling performance, I would say, back-to-back matches, and Hamid Nawaz is up to the mark, bowling those leg breaks and off breaks. Variations are there.
Flighted straight to extra cover fielder. This is another very good over by so far by Hamid. Hamid is a very useful cricketer. He bats well, he's a good fielder. Early on he provided some lusty hitting, and now doing his thing with the ball.
Trying to play on the back foot, and he went on to hit his own toe. 6 gone, 60 for 1. In comes experienced Burhanuddin Sabir, left arm orthodox. Junzeb Issa looking to find that odd boundary.
It's a court behind. I thought why Atiq is not going for the stumping, but it was an outside edge, and Burhanuddin really flighting it up. It was well away from Junzer. He was trying to hit hard, and outside edge, and neatly done by Atiqo.
Disappointed, dejected, Junze Issa walks back, and full mark should be given to the bowler. Bowling that flighted delivery way outside the off stump, and got that thick edge, and not at all happy with his performance. Isar, very talented wicketkeeper, batter, and what a performance by Cool Boys. And credit should be given to the captain for the changes he is making in the bowling department.
So far, Cool Boys are looking a team apart. I mean, very well read by Rizwan, and very balanced side. They got some very good all-rounders, good spinners, decent fast bowlers. Mustafa bowled really well throughout the tournament so far, and they got a very good wicketkeeper batsman in. So they're looking really settled unit. And next batsman is Danish. Haider walks in. 3 games, nothing much to talk about still. He's primarily playing as a fast bowler, but here he's sent up the order to maybe have a crack. Hit it straight to long off for a 1.
Burhanuddin Saber at last getting that wicket of Junzeb Isar. A very passionate cricketer, Burhanuddin Saber. Slower delivery, trying to go towards the mid wicket, getting that top edge. Just a single this time. Clever piece of bowling by Burhanuddin.
Father Lashmi, after hitting those couple of sixes, he just lost his shape, and maybe he's trying to hit the ball too hard rather than getting to the pitch and time it, because he's such a strong guy, only needs a half decent connection. This time Danish goes straight down the ground, beautifully played, and that's a welcome boundary for Expendables.
Brilliant shot by Danish. Surprised Burhanuddin Saber. The ball going towards the fence like a tracer bullet. Welcome boundary from the blade of Danish Haider.
Clean as a whistle, he hit it dead straight. And that's the way to go. Short boundary straight down the ground. Burhanuddin flighted again. Again he goes straight. Fielder coming around this time, and Ali Anwar does the rest. And Burhanuddin amongst the wickets again picks up another one.
2 wickets in this over by Burhanuddin Saber. Just 5 runs to his name. Danish Haider walks back. What an over. Just 6 runs and 2 wickets have been taken by Burhanuddin Saber.
Burhanuddin Saber just pulling things back in the first over. He was expensive. Danish goes nicely. Flighted delivery, and he was looking to go over the top. Here comes Ali Anwar, pouched it perfectly.
Nasgar, and he is not at all afraid to flight those deliveries and bowling in the right areas. That is the key for getting those couple of wickets.
Absolutely, on these conditions, the wear and tear, as you can see on the pitch, sometimes, it's really difficult to get going straight away against the spinners if they bowl in the right area. And Burhanuddin has done really well after expensive first over to make a comeback and pick up 2 wickets. Cool boys are sailing away and in complete control at the moment. Zishan Durrani walks in. He had himself is a wonderful tournament with the ball, but right now he does strike the ball well. Highest of 36 and a strike rate of 276. That means he does like to have a crack. Impact outside the line, I believe, and umpire is unmoved. I feel like he struck outside off stump.
Definitely pitching outside the off stump, and a brilliant decision by the umpire Sunij with that single. Over number 7 comes to an end, 67 for 3.
Burhanuddin Saber picking up 2 wickets. Mohammad Mustafa bowled a wonderful over in the power play. And Avas Jr. has been terrific. Zaman Atari was expensive because Father Lashmi took to him to the cleaners in that over where he hit a boundary and 2 sixes, and Hamid Nawaz very economical, 1 over 4 runs. And Expendables struggling, 67 for 3 after 7.
Clearly it shows the spinners are dominating. There's a purchase for spinners from the surface. Zaman Atari has been brought back into the attack. Zishan Durrani, just delivery played by Zishan, this time shuffling across, played towards the long on. I beg your pardon, it was mid wicket, just a single, and it's Fahad Al Hashmi back on strike.
Yeah, Zaman Atari must be looking to redeem himself after expensive over. This is his chance, but unfortunately for him, Fahad Al Hashmi is back on strike. Oh, he hits it really hard, but luckily for and unfortunately for Fahad, it went straight to the fielder.
बॉल की जांच भी नहीं
Some good gestures by both the players, Fahad and Zaman.
This time hit hard through extra cover. Fahad Al Hashmi want to have a piece of Zaman Atari because he is really looking to go after him, and Atari knows it. That's why he was smile on his face that I got away with that one.
Bad news is Fahad Al Hashmi on strike. This time a quicker delivery in the block hole.
Brilliantly bowled by Atari because he's also someone who played a lot of cricket, and he knows that he's looking to go after me. He started bowling seam up Yorkers. Look at that.
Not afraid to flight those deliveries, and look at that running between the wickets by the veterans Zishan Durrani and Fahad Al Hashmi.
Zaman Atari enjoying himself, and he knows he can't bowl length. He's right up into the toes of Fahad Al Hashmi.
Fear factor coming into play. This time lucky Zaman Atari, just a single.
They are having a great time. They are having a great time, and Fahad knows it. 73 for 3 after 8 overs.
Expendables batting chart. Struggle for Junzeb, 14 run a ball. Adil Farooq managed 13 quick runs of 7 deliveries. Fahad Al Hashmi is still out there. 32 to his name of 21 deliveries. Danish went for 5 runs, and Zishan Durrani, talented and experienced all-rounder, still out there in the middle. Just 2 overs left. 7 extras has been considered by the bowlers.
After 8 overs, 73 for 3. The game is almost gone, but the only entertainment is left is Fahad Al Hashmi. Can he provide some lusty hitting in these 2 overs to go? And the power play has been taken.
So Captain Rizwan Khan comes into the attack.
दादा
That's a good delivery into the pitch, slowing things down. Is it a no ball? I think they got 3 fielders in the circle, maybe. Umpire has spotted that, and it's a no ball.
It's a floating power play. You need to have just 3 fielders outside the 30-yard circle.
Fahad Al Hashmi really lining him up, looking to break free. Eagerly watching the ball and thinking, having a chat with Atiq behind the stumps. What a delivery. This is Rana Naveedul Hassan stuff from Rizwan, right up in the block hole.
Always talking about those 90s and early 2000 cricketers. So you can guess the age of my co-commentator Asghar.
Well. Mudassir bhai, not far behind you.
Brilliant shot using the wrist. It was a flick of the wrist from Zishan Durrani towards the mid-wicket, waiting for the confirmation from the on-field umpire.
Low full toss and powered away towards mid-wicket. We need to see. I think it just fell a little bit short. It's going to be a 4.
Brilliant camera work by our camera team. They were busy throughout the day, so 4 has been given by the umpire. And thanks to ITW and Pacific Star Sports for managing this event.
Terrific job, terrific camera work, the pictures, everything. Rizwan. Oh, that kept low. That went all along the carpet.
Poor bowling and trying for that slower delivery. Couple of runs has been added to the scorecard of the Expendables.
Father Lashmi hopes that the ball bounces. This time he hits it hard down the ground, and who's the fielder? He picks it up, I think, Avas. Nice low catch. And Rizwan picks up a wicket. That's why he brought himself on to come on, hope, chip in with a wicket, and he picks up the big wicket of Father Lashmi.
Nicely bowled this time, was slow in the air and it was dipping right in front of the fielder. A well judged catch taken by the fielder. Awais Jr. walks back, big man, after hitting 33 of just 24 deliveries with the help of 2 boundaries and 2 maximums, 81 for 4.
The new batsman is Partik. Walks into the middle with not much left. Still, you want to show something with the bat tonight, with just over and a bit left. Rizwan continuing. This time he goes straight down the ground. Couldn't find the middle. There's a little fumble in the field by Avas, but they only pick up 1.
They dominated in this match, the Cool Boys, whether it's batting, bowling or fielding. Brilliant performance by the lads of Cool Boys. Zishan Durrani on strike. A shorter delivery, pulled towards deep mid-wicket. 1 bounce, ball crashing into that signboards for yet another boundary from Zishan Durrani.
This time he's charging. He didn't mind, even the wicketkeeper was up, and Rizwan, it hurt his ego and he banged it in short, and what a response by Zishan Durrani. Whacked him for 4.
Is he going to bowl the slower delivery this time?
I think so, but it's in the air. Whether it's going to carry to mid-wicket, no. Just falls in no man's land, and end of the over, I guess. Yeah, 87 for 4 after 9 overs. We are coming towards the last over of this game.
Thank you, sir. And how many wickets down? 4 wickets.
So here we are in the last over of this game, and Expendables well behind, chasing a big total. Really struggle at the top and really couldn't get going, apart from Father Lashmi and some late flurry here by Zishan Durrani. Hamid continuing, 1 over 4 runs, needing 51 of the last 6. Only thing Expendables hope that they can reduce the margin of defeat to minimum as possible. Wow. This time he walks across the stumps, and that kept low, but what a shot here by Zishan Durrani. Unorthodox but very effective.
Tournament phone number 212 from the blade of Zishan Durrani, going across the stumps, and at last he managed to get the wood on the ball and playing towards the fine leg. He has been brilliant with the bat and ball throughout this tournament for the Expendables. Durrani.
He went back and passed the popping crease well behind the wicket keeper and somehow manages to get it fine for 4. 007. Wow, Hamid. Flighted. Wristy shot. Through point. Beautifully played by Zishan Durrani. Another boundary.
This 007 has been sent once again towards the point region for yet another boundary by Zishan Durrani. What a placement by Durrani.
Zishan Durrani is pumped. I like this guy's passion, and he is even fighting for his team with almost the backs to the walls, but he is not given up, and he's trying his best, playing with great intent. This time he goes the Maxwell way, just turning as a left-hander, and Atiq, the batsman, got in the way, and Atiq lost the sight of the ball and must have hurt him. Where did it hit him? Oh, Mudassir bhai, can you explain? Where did it hit him?
I would say no bone broken, but still he'll feel the pain. And we
Zishan
cannot-
Durrani goes again, cross the line, misses it.
And the unfortunate thing is that we cannot use the magic spray as well for Atiq.
He'll be fine. He's a young man.
Need to ask him after the match.
Wow, that sound nice. Has he got the distance? No, it went really up into the sky, and it's a drop catch. Hamid had the last laugh and tried to pick up a wicket. That went right up into the sky.
Miles up in the air. At this level, you need to take those catches.
But sometimes you don't want to be under these high balls when it goes that far up. Well, that's the last delivery of this innings, and capped low and pushed towards mid-wicket. End of another great game for Cool Boys. They're winning by 41 runs. 97 for 4 only managed by Expendables, and Cool Boys another comprehensive win, Mudassir bhai.
Definitely, they were brilliant earlier with the bat, and when they came into bowl, they were outstanding. And the fielding was excellent by the lads of Cool Boys, winning this match by 40 runs. Burhanuddin Saber played a key role in tonight's win, and happy faces of Cool Boys, back-to-back victories, registering those 2 points and making sure that they are top of the table.
Yeah, they had a terrific outing. They played 2 games, and not easy to play almost back-to-back games, and showing that professionalism, and boys really put in all the effort. It's a terrific team effort. Everybody chipped in, and here is the scorecard for Expendables. Adil fought hard, quick fires 13 at the start. He was looking good. Fahd Al Hashmi struck some big lusty hits, and Zishan Durrani towards the end, lone fighter for his team. At the end, they managed only 97 and lost by 40 runs. A comfortable win for Cool Boys, and we will be back shortly with the match presentation. Burhan Saber picked up 2 wickets. Mustafa bowled a terrific over. Mohammad Abbas Jr. has been terrific. 2 overs 11. Zaman Atari did okay after expensive first over. He chipped in. Ahmed bowled really well. All in all, it's a terrific performance by the Cool Boys, winning by 40, a comfortable win, and they're looking probably the best side in this tournament so far.
And the story so far in the second innings, they started off well. Adil Farooq belting Burhanuddin Saber, and Junze Bisad this time a brilliant shot towards the deep square leg, inside edge going past wicket keeper Mustafa. Got the first wicket of Adil Farooq. Well judged catch taken. Zaman Attari has been belted by Fahad Al Hashmi for a couple of maximums.
Yeah, it's an innings where they lost pace. At times they played well, but Cool Boys bowlers were too good. They really changed the pace, used the conditions, and the batsmen from Expendable, they moved too much around the crease, I believe. If they would have stayed still and looked to time the ball, they may have a better chance. This one, another very good catch. Hamid Nawaz chipping in, then late flurry here by Durrani. And this is the match summary here. Ali Anwar scoring a brilliant 54 of 20, and Atiq provided a great start up front. Hamid Nawaz also chipping in, and some good bowling from Fahad Al Hashmi picking up 3 wickets. In reply, Expendables, they fell short by 40 runs, and the notable contributions with the bat is Fahad Al Hashmi and Zishan Durrani. As far as bowling is concerned, everybody chipped in. Burhanuddin Saber got 2 wickets. Mohammad Idri, that one, beg me pardon. Mohammad picked up 1 wicket.
And that's all we have from the match summary. And without wasting much time, let's head down to the sidelines where we have Faizan Khan for the post-match presentation.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of the 15th game of the fan code Dubai Cricket Council X10. Well, the 15th game happened between Cool Boys and the Expendables. The Expendables eventually losing by 40 runs after winning the toss and deciding to field first, chasing 138. It was because of some fantastic performances first up, and it's time to announce the man of the match for this presentation. Of course, with his knock of 54 in just 20 deliveries, it's Ali Anwar who's the man of the match for his brilliant performance in the first innings, taking his team to 137. Mr. Shiju Sam is going to award him the man of the match trophy. Well done, congratulations, Ali. बहुत ही कमाल की नॉक आपने खेली. It was absolutely brilliant to watch. The way you accelerated was absolutely brilliant. So what was there going on in your mind at that particular moment?
तो बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. तो पहले तो अल्लाह पाक का बहुत बहुत शुक्र है, और दूसरी बात यही मेरी गेम है, और तो मैंने उसी पे ही अपना सारा फोकस था रखा था, तो अल्लाह का शुक्र है मैंने तो परफॉर्म तक करवाया.
Well, Cool Boys ने आज दोनों मैच में बड़ी अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस की है. So where do you see them, आगे जाकर टूर्नामेंट में किस तरह की परफॉर्मेंस आपको करनी होगी? आपकी फील्डिंग खास तौर से बहुत ही कमाल की रही थी दोनों ही मैचेस में.
नहीं, हमारी तो माशाल्लाह हमारी टीम हमारी सारे जेल हैं और आपस में सारे तो खेलते रहते हैं, इसलिए हमारे ना कोई प्रॉब्लम हमें नहीं है. फील्डिंग में, बैटिंग में आपने देखा होगा हमारे जो हिटर्स हैं वो टॉप से लेके हमारे बॉटम तक हमारे अच्छे, हमारे बैट्समैन भी है, बॉलिंग भी, और खासतौर जो मेन हमारा है वो हमारी फील्डिंग है.
कोई लर्निंग इस गेम से जो आप लेकर जा रहे हो आगे?
बस यही है कि अच्छा ही खेलें, इंशाल्लाह आगे भी अच्छा ही खेलें. तो बाकी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका.
Thank you so much. All the best for the remainder of the tournament. Well, that was Ali Anwar. He is the man of the match for today's game. And of course, that's it from the presentation ceremony. It's over to the comm box with Mudassir Ali.
Thanks a lot, Faizan Khan. A brilliant performance, and look at the results. It all started with Cool Boys against the Z Game Strikers. Cool Boys winning that game by 23 runs, and Rasasi and G-Force played the second match of the tonight. Rasasi winning by a huge margin of 55 runs. The last match of the night, it was between Cool Boys and the Expendables. Once again, Cool Boys winning by a margin of 40 runs. And looking at the points table, they are dominating. Cool Boys up the top with 10 points, and Rasasi and Z Game Strikers with 88 points, but with a better run rate. Rasasi at number 2nd position. The Expendables 2 points to their name, and G4 Lions also have 2 points. And the matches for tomorrow, the lineup, it will start with Z Games taking on Rasasi. What a match it will be. And it all starts at 6:15 p.m. local time. Cool Boys versus G-Force Academy will be playing against each other. That would be the match number 2. And the last match, Z Games will be coming back to play that third match of the night against the Expendables. That would be live from Vision Cricket Center, Sharjah. So that's all we have from here. And signing off, me and Asghar Khan. Till then, take care. Good night.